Okay, in the last few days, we have been watching the progression of the Florida River Oscars. And looks like Shiloh now, which is on the left of the screen, is coming out during the day. Seems as though she is enjoying, or he is enjoying, the size of the 40-gallon breeder, which is a much larger aquarium than the 20-gallon they were in previously. And they seem to be enjoying each other's company a little bit. If you look at the bottom right hand corner, that is her, she, her, him, out and about during the late hours of the day. And more each day she has been coming out. There she go. But there he go. Either or. Officially the name is Shiloh because this particular Oscar seems to be a little on the shy side. It seems as though each time I purchase an Oscar fish of this nature, which is a cichlid, I always get one that's a little aggressive and one that is a little shy. And Shiloh, whom we named, seems to be on on the shy side. Now, if we go to the right of the screen, and I apologize for the light there, we have Camo. Camo is named because his skin looks like the camouflage that you wear, whether you're in the armed services or you're just out hunting or you just want to wear it for a style statement. So Camo has a less orange or tangerine color to his or her skin, and the reason why I say his or her is because they're still too young now to really determine what the sex or the gender is. I can't tell right now. So that's what's going on with that. And they seem to be happy. They both are out and about today. I fed them. They're eating very well. The tank seems to be at a great temperature and it's clear, although they are due for a water change. I always try to think about the comfortability of my aquariums. Um, and how would I feel if I was swimming in water? How much room would I need based on size and activity? So right now, they're very small. I would say anywhere between 3 and 6 inches, maybe more. And they are in 40-gallon breeders. Now I have albino Oscars who are in the 55 gallons now, and they came from these particular 40-gallon breeders. And believe it or not, I am going to incorporate in our next video how much they have grown since they've been in the 55-gallon aquariums. It is amazing. Those albino Oscars are not going to stop growing. By no means. Whatever aquarium, whatever size I seem to put them in, to make them comfortable based on the size of them, they are growing at least a quarter to a half of the aquarium that I put them in. And so that's what's going on with the albinos right now. Absolutely. Well, here they are. Shiloh and Camel. Beautiful Florida Oscars. Very calm in nature. Camo is very friendly when it comes to me or whoever is feeding him or her. And Shiloh has more of an orange tint, if you can see here. Sorry about the wiggling right now. But Shiloh seems to have more of an orange tint. As you can see it. See it right there? She's more orange than Camo. And that's how Camo got his name. He's more of a camouflage color with very light orange or tangerine tint to his body. But very beautiful fish. Very, very beautiful fish. And Shiloh is more of an orange tint. Looks more almost as if she is a tiger Oscar, but she isn't. She isn't. She has no tiger in her at all. But as far as I know, she doesn't have any tiger in her. But she's very, very. She's happy. She's very orange and camo more than camo. But both very beautiful fish and love to display themselves beautifully in their aquariums. Absolutely gorgeous fish. So for now, I'm thinking that they'll be in these tanks at least from 1 to 2 years if they don't do a rapid growth, which is possible. That they can be needing another aquarium, which would be the 55-gallon. What I'm doing, I'm shifting one to the other, one to the other. And right now, it looks like my Oscars that are in the 55-gallon aquariums that I recently purchased will soon need, and I'm thinking 100-gallon tank or aquariums. I'm sorry, I like aquarium, but I say tanks because it's it's an old method of saying fish tanks instead of aquariums. But that's what's going on here at PEMG Aquatics. PEMG Hustle Woman Aquatics. Let's get it correct, Yolanda. Oh, Shiloh has disappeared. She goes into a little log cave. There you go. Most of the fish here are cichlids of some form or nature. We have our primary fish here are cichlids. And my favorite among the cichlids are the Oscars. They're just easier as far as I'm concerned to take care of. They're rigid and tough fish. They're not sensitive. They can be shy, they can be aggressive. But they also grow up to be almost dolphin-like when it comes to talking to them. They can recognize who you are, and they know, and they listen, and they watch, and they observe almost as if they are puppies or dogs. For instance, my albino fish, if I leave the room, they know I left the room. If I peek in behind the door or the curtain, they see me. They both will acknowledge the fact that they see me. They'll both look through the window toward my direction. I can go to the window of the aquarium and say, "Hey, baby, how you doing, baby?" And they will respond by wagging their tails. We're going to do some future videos on how the Oscar cichlid, the Oscar cichlid, is almost trainable. In some cases, you can teach them to eat from your hand. And most of the time, you have to keep them separate, because if they are from different species, I find that they will take over the aquarium to a point where they will kill their counterpart. And so I just usually separate them. I give them 2 separate tanks. It's not that much trouble at all. It really isn't. Shiloh has disappeared. She's gone for the evening. Well, not for the evening. When the lights go out, she usually come back out. When the lights go off, she usually come back out. Right now, she's watching me through that little hole in the cave, in the log. But Camo is usually out and about. I'm actually going to purchase a log like that for him. I don't like these PVC pipes in here, which I painted. It gives it a little rustic underground look, but I like the log better. I might actually get another log to put in there, or separate the PVCs where one goes over here and then another one's over there, so they both can have a part of the PVC. So another log in Camo's aquarium, and then take one of the PVC pipes, because there's 2 there. Well, it's actually 3, and 2 are joined together, and put 1 in there too, so they both can look similar as far as the aquariums are concerned. They're beautiful. Now over here, of course, you know I have my African cichlids. And I'm not going to do a long series of them. But that water has cleared up somewhat. I still have some brown algae in it that I need to take off. Oh yeah, it's golf today, guys. I'm watching the All-Star golf game. Definitely, I'm a golf fan. Which is another one of my hobbies, golf. I love to play golf. But sometimes RA keeps me from doing that, or I feel it 2 or 3 days afterwards after I play. So, but it's one of my favorite all-time sports. But back to the aquariums. This one here has cleared up some. I still have some brown algae in there that I need to attend to. The decorative part of it, which you see there, is pretty clear. There's no brown algae on that at all, except for the rocks right there, which you see. But the water still seems to be a little cloudy. I'm having issues with the cloudiness. I am going to put some polyfill in there, and I have some bio balls from a previous tank that I'm going to put in there to try to balance out the pH. I think that's what it is. But as far as everything is concerned, the fish seem to be continually healthy and getting around and chasing each other. I still have one in there that has no tail that I have not even attempted to try to catch right now, because that's where they go when I try to catch them. It's right there. So I'm going to have to take all the decoration, all the pump apparatus out to catch her or him to put in a separate tank. So that I can find out what's going on with that tail. Anyway, this is the African cichlid tank, and that is a 56 gallon. And all these aquariums together, these I purchased from Petco, probably 2.5 years ago, and I paid $40 each for those. And then this 56 gallon I acquired from a lady here in Florida, and I paid $35, I would say. I'm not sure. Somewhere between $35 and $45 for this 56 gallon, which is in excellent condition. And then I had to get the filtration systems, and I am an Aquapro or a Sun filtration system person. I like them. They're easy to clean. They're heavy when they fill with water, but they still is easy to clean. I put them in buckets so that they are easy to carry out of the home. And I give you an example of that. Wait a second. How I set them up. Because this is on a IKEA shelving unit, which is more than adequate if you know how to set them up correctly. You just need about 3 of them to 4, depending on the size of the aquarium. They hold very well. And I set my Sun Aquarius system inside of a bucket in case of overflow accident, or easy to carry when I'm going to go outside to clean them. So I just pick up the handle, grab it from the bottom, and carry it out. And that is very easy to do. And then recently, if you look inside the aquarium here, I purchased a UV light. I do not turn that UV light on because during my research, I found out that UV light can blind my fish or even kill them if they are too close to it or stare at it. So it's just sitting in there for now. And what I'm going to do is I am going to actually put them inside of a PVC pipe, and I'm going to zip tie that PVC pipe to them. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the PVC pipe in half, and then put the UV light in there. You can see it in this one too, which is right there on the top of the video. And then I'm going to place it in there where they're not able to see inside of that tube. So I'm pretty much going to put that PVC pipe half cut and face it up. Well, the UV light is actually clearing the bacteria in the water, but it's not going to blind the fish. And that's how I'm going to do that. perfect idea of it would be a ABS pipe. But they said that ABS pipes can be toxic to your fish depending on what type of ABS the pipe is. Because ABS pipes are, they go shallow. ABS pipes are usually put in the ground for waste. And PVC pipe is usually used for fresh water supply. So, now, as far as that is concerned, I did purchase a UV lamp for the AquaPro aquarium filtration system for the 56 gallon. And so the water is looking better, but I still have to get in there and clean off. If you look closely, I've got a lot of brown algae on the inside of that tank. And I'm thinking about maybe even getting me some algae eating fish. And I just, right now, brain frozen. And I know the name of them. And bristle nose. I would love to get the albino bristle nose to put in there to clean off that brown algae. Snails, not right now, because I don't have the adequate top to keep them inside of the aquarium, so I don't want them all over the house. But this is what's going on here today. And we'll come back with more of the progress of the aquariums. I just wanted to keep you updated on what's going on with them right now.